Hi, my name is Josh Wroblewski. I'm the lighting designer for Arcadia and a second year MFA. So where I started my process is after reading the play, I try to discover the themes and the emotions hidden beneath the text. I bring that to our initial meetings with the other designers and directors, and that's actually one of my favorite parts is when we all get together as a creative group, we get to make something that hasn't been made before, that new ideas are thrown about and new ways to show the hidden meanings behind the words that these characters are speaking and the world that they live in. So that's kind of the major part of where we start. After we discuss the scenery and the setting, lighting is usually last because it's just the nature of the beast. I try my best to convey my images through drawings, pictures that I've seen online. Any words that might come to mind to describe what I'm trying to say. Basically anything to communicate my ideas. So after our initial meetings, and we settle on a ground plan for the scenery and we start to develop the costumes, I create a light plot to basically show where I want the lights all over the stage, so that the moments that I want to pull out and in general light are there. So in general, as a designer, I try to pull out particular moments as opposed to lighting in systems or areas. I find moments within the play and within the blocking that really speak to me and I find are powerful in their meaning. So I really kind of design around those. By doing this, I pick colors that also try to speak to the emotion of the play. Really, the lighting's job is to create the environment and to pull out the emotion of these characters in the world that they live in. So by picking colors that complement the set, complement the costumes, and draw out the emotions so that everyone in the audience can feel, that's what I do. The emotion in Arcadia is actually a very powerful theme. The emotions of love, hate, struggle, competition, trying to be better than everyone. These are all things that have existed through time, and that's what I try to achieve through this particular lighting design. I'm trying to make this world a timeless world as it spans between 200 years from 1809 to 2012. The lighting design has to be as timeless as these emotions that all these characters are feeling. So for this show, we're using a lot of kind of augmented reality where the daylight isn't quite daylight. The colors are a little stronger than they would be if you walked outside. Just to try to give that feeling of the feeling of familiarity, but still something is a little off that, if you walked outside you wouldn't see. So by doing that, we're creating a timeless feeling that can exist between 200 years and doesn't have to change much. By being an MFA student here at UNLV as part of the NCT, we are given unique opportunities to explore and create without any kind of real-world restrictions. We get to experience what works. We get to figure out what works, what doesn't, what colors go with what, and just more experience collaborating with other people. It's been a really great experience for all shows I've done here between Seven Guitars, Miss Julie, and now Arcadia. It's just been phenomenal to be able to sit down with a bunch of really creative people and create something that's never been created before on stage. This is kind of what I live for, so this is a really good program to help you do that and to explore who you are as a designer or whatever you choose to go for. Not to mention the fact that this also opens up a lot of professional contacts. For example, I was the lighting intern on Blue Man Group at Monte Carlo. I wouldn't have come close to that without being here at UNLV in the MFA program. So there are many opportunities in many different ways, and this is all what it's about.